Okay, welcome everybody. If you're watching this on replay, type hashtag replay. If you're watching live, welcome. Now I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can. I don't see it on here yet. Okay, not sure what's going on here. Oh, I guess I need to do that. All right. Make sure you say hello when you come in, so I know you're here. Hey, Bobby. How's it going? I love the trophy. It looks awesome. It looks awesome. Oh. I'm working on a sign tonight. It's 4 feet long and it won't actually fit across my desk. It's big. So we're going to be doing it in stages. But that's okay. That is okay. And I just lost my live. Yeah, it did turn out amazing. Like, they're super good. Very, very impressed. They did an amazing job. When is it that you're going? Sorry, you guys you're seeing my laptop too because I had to bring the camera up higher so that I could get more of the project in view. I know the lighting's really bad in here. Just gonna wait a couple minutes. Bobby, why don't you share it to your page so that we can get some people in. I don't want to start until we are going. That reminds me, I should probably share it as well. So why don't I do that right now? And you're hearing the volume okay? That's okay. That's okay. Just share it to your page. Get people to come in and watch your mom. I'm going to share as well. When is your thing? Tomorrow? Okay, good. The thing's tomorrow or Sunday? All right. Just sharing. I know it's Friday night. There's probably, everybody's busy. We'll just give it a couple of more minutes. Get things going here. Just be another minute or so. Make sure you say hello when you come in. Just going to put this aside. All right. If you're watching this on replay, comment hashtag replay in the comments. If it's your first time watching one of my lives, I'm demonstrating a product called, or a company called Chalk Couture. I'm an independent designer with them. They launched in Canada May 6th of this year. They've been in the States for just over 2 years. And I've been watching since they launched in the US. I was so excited. I've seen so many videos and different things, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on the product. So when we found out in January that it was launching in Canada, I was over the moon. I was so excited. So I was one of the first ones to register, which is amazing. Couldn't wait to get my hands on a kit. The transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times, and we have so many different surfaces you can chalk on or ink on. We have Chalkology paste, which goes on liquid and dries solid. If you put it on a chalkboard surface or metal, it can be washed off, so it is reusable. So if you buy a surface, you can use it many, many, many times for different occasions. So if you like to decorate for the fall or for Thanksgiving or Christmas, it's a really great product for that. Tonight I am doing it on a piece of wood that is 8 inches wide, an inch thick, and it's 4 feet long. I'm going to do a welcome sign. So I'm going to get started, and we will put this aside over here. Kind of my little notes there that I need to remember. I'm going to be using these 4 colors tonight. Bright white, bumblebee, I believe. Yeah, bumblebee, bark, and black. So I'm going to do all the lettering in black. Hey, Kyle. And then the sunflower is going to be the bumblebee, white, and a little bit of bark. So the first thing that I want to do before I do anything is I want to wax my board. If I don't wax it, I take the chance of ruining my transfers, and I don't want to do that. So the wax that I'm using is a Varathane paste finishing wax, and I'm using it in a natural color. So I'm just going to use a cloth and get some wax onto it. And I'm just going to go over the board. Now this is a very rough board, so I might need a lot of wax. So we'll just get this done. Now I probably should have prepped the board in advance, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to work with any piece of wood, any surface. A little bit of a knot there. Now as I'm working, I am going to move the board so that you can see. I could only get part of it into the screen, and I actually did lift up my camera system about 1.5 feet. But you can definitely see more than how I regularly have it set up. So that's good. And the first thing that I'm going to do after I finish waxing is I'm going to take my letters and I'm going to place them on here while they're still on their backer sheets, just so that I can kind of get an idea about placement and where I want it, because I am going to be drawing some sunflowers on here as well. So I'm just going to put this aside. Alright, so we're going to take the letters out, and these are our A size transfers, so 5x7, and I've got welcome here, so I'm just going to take them out of the package, and I'm going to put the W at the top and the E at the bottom, and then I can kind of work my way through the placements. Make sure you say hello when you come in, so I know you're here. You might have to move the W up a bit. Alright. So like I said, these are our 5x7 A size transfers. So it's a good size letter for this kind of board. All right. Hey Lorraine, welcome. I'm doing a welcome sign tonight. Should be good. And I think this one's already sold, which is funny. I've never actually sold something prior to making it, but as soon as she found out what I was doing, she ordered it, which is awesome. Okay, so I've got all my letters out. I'm just going to put these bags back here. Now on the bags, it tells you how to peel, apply, remove, clean, and store, which is awesome, so you never have to go looking for your instructions. Okay, so I need to make room for the M. So I'm going to move that up just a smidge. Now, when I start chalking the part that's up here that you can't see, I will flip it around so that you guys can see it. But I want to make sure that I've got enough space so that I can put some sunflowers on. And unfortunately, they used to have a sunflower transfer, but it's retired, and that's one of my favorite flowers. So I actually drew some, and then I cut out the centers so that I could use that, so I know what my center is and how I can place them on my board. So that's how we're going to work around that tonight. So I think I've got them spaced out pretty well. And I've got enough room at the top for a big sunflower. And then I think I'll do one kind of in here and then one down at the bottom. I think that'll look really cool. Okay, so I'm going to take the middle ones out and work with the top and bottom. So I'm going to just put those aside. And before I do anything, I'm going to write on the back of my transfer what it is. So I get it back on the right sheet. Not only get it back on the right sheet, but now I know that this is the back, and I don't put the transfer onto the back because this is a paper side. So to take the transfer off, I'm just going to run my finger along the edge. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it releases from the backer sheet. And this side is shiny. So this is the side you want to put your transfer back onto. Put that aside. And now I'm going to fuzz this because I don't want it to get stuck really well to the wood, and this is a brand new transfer, so I don't want to ruin it. All right. When I fuzz it, I'm actually putting a little bit of lint on the back of the transfer, which prevents it from sticking too much. Now, can you guys see that? Now, I should probably get a ruler because I want to make sure that it's even all the way up. So we are 1.25 inches. Perfect. So I'm going to press it down. I want to make sure I don't have any air bubbles in my silk screen. Now if we get more than 4 people on here tonight commenting, I will do another draw for a prize. So if you like what you're seeing, share the love. Share it with your friends. All right. So now I'm going to get the black. And I'm going to mix it up with I had stir sticks everywhere, one for every color. I don't know where they went. We'll just get some new ones. Okay. So this looks pretty thick. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this because it's fairly thick. All right. A little bit more water. It's still a little on the thick side. I love how the fine mister just puts out just enough. Love that bottle. That looks better. You want it to be yogurt sour cream consistency. Okay. So now I'm just going to grab my squeegee. Again, I want to make sure that it's down good. And I'm just going to go across the silk screen area. Now I just heard some crackling like Rice Krispies, which means that I probably have an air bubble, which is not good. You don't want that sound. Because if you have an air bubble, the chances of it bleeding are very, very high. Oh, I like that. just going to put that into my water bath that I have on the side and get my blow dryer. I want to make sure this is good and dry. If you're watching this on replay, comment #replay. I'd love to hear from you. If you're just joining, make sure you say hello. So I'm working on a welcome sign right now. So that is fairly dry. I'm just going to wipe my fingers off because I've got some chalk paste on it. And I don't want to get that on the board anywhere. So I hope everybody's had a really good day. I want to thank my friends that ordered the Club Couture. Thank you, thank you. You're going to love it. And for everybody that requested the sample bundle in the VIP, you are going to love that too. It's so much fun. So I'm just going to pull this one back. Need to write on the back. And pull that back, and then I'm going to fuzz it. I'm just putting a little bit of lint on the back because I don't want it to stick too much to the wood. Now I did already wax the wood, which is good. It's always important to prepare the surface. Now, I want this up a little bit, but not too far, because we need to have room for all the letters. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to grab the black chalk paste again and just go over the silk screen area. I think this is going to look really good sitting at the front door. It'll be really hard to give it away. Well, not give it away. I've sold it, but because I've wanted to do this for so long for my front door. But I can make another one. And I'm just lifting it a little bit at first, just to make sure that it's covered, because if it wasn't, I could put it back down again. And we'll put that in the water bath. And then I'm going to dry this. Hey Chandel. How you doing? You guys having a good day? When are the kids home? It's hard to spell backwards. I had to think. What am I doing? What letter comes next? Hey Pam, you made it. I'm doing a welcome sign tonight. All right, so now I'm going to line this up again. 1.25 inches from either side. And I don't want it to be too far up from the M. So get out my ruler again. That looks good. And now I'm going to press it down. Now I didn't fuzz it as much this time because I found that it wasn't really sticking to the wood. I wasn't getting it to adhere really well, which is what I want because I don't want any bleeding. So I'm just dipping it into my black chalk paste again. And I'm going to go over the silk screen area. I don't have to do the whole thing because it's just this area that we need to chalk. So it saves a little bit of chalk too. All right, we are almost halfway there. I know, me too. I'm actually going to put some sunflowers on this, but I had to hand draw the sunflowers because the sunflowers that Chalk Couture had are retired, and it's my favorite flower. So I'm just drying this. So we'll see how the hand drawing, it's the only thing that I can draw in the world too, is a sunflower. So we'll see how it turns out on here. All right, so now we're on to the C. I had to think, did I spell that right? Okay, so I'm just going to peel it off the backer sheet. And I don't think I'm going to fuzz it this time. Last time I only fuzzed it once. I'm going to do 1.25 inches. And I want to make sure that it's straight. That looks about right. Okay, I'm going to press it down. I want to make sure that that silk screen area, the teal part around it, is really adhered to the surface. I'm going to add a little bit more water because it's been sitting out and I have a fan going. Oh shoot. Did you see what I just did? Oh yay, it came off! It came off! Oh, I'm excited. It's the little things. Okay. So don't mix your paste above the project that you're working on, just in case. All right. So now I'm going to go in just on the silk screen area here. Normally I would just go straight across with everything. And thank you, Lysandra. And then I would just end up wasting so much paste. So much paste would be wasted. All right. I'm going to take this off and get it into the water bath. All right. I'm going to dry this. You got a busy weekend planned, Pam? I think it's going to look really cute. I wish they had a ladybug transfer. That would be cute too. Just going to write on the back here. I'm actually afraid to flip this now because it's working. I don't want to mess with it. Oh, so you're going to be swamped. So is the year almost over for you then? It's coming together. Coming together. If you're just coming in, make sure you say hello so I know you're here. One of these times I'm going to have to try and do the live on YouTube at the same time. Hi, Lysandra. I saw you were here. Are you working tonight? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works. I'm loving the new option now, though, being able to show the project I'm working on and then have me up in the corner. Yes. Oh, that's why Shelby's not on. She's been on every night. You'll have to tell her that I'm working on her grandmother's welcome sign. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, tell her I'm working on it so she knows. Okay. Couple more letters and we're done. Oops, I gotta write on the back of this. I keep forgetting. So are you guys over at Bobby's? He already signed on too to say hi. All right. Yeah, you know, Pam, working on it sideways, it's almost like you can line it up better. The only thing that I don't think is going to be consistent between this is the spacing in between the letters. I almost wish that there was registration marks, like the small fonts that they have. That would make it a lot easier. And that's crooked. Good thing I checked. That would not be good. Let's try that again. Okay. Perfect. So now I'm going to press down on the silkscreen area. So these last two letters are kind of off the screen for you. I can't move this part down any further because I've got the camera set up sitting on top of it. Everything would fall over and then we'd have massive technical difficulties. And so far, knock on wood, the last 3 days have been amazing. Not gonna jinx it. Just a little bit more water into this because it was drying out a little bit. grab my squeegee. And just go across the silk screen area. So this is the easy part almost done. I've got one letter to go. The hard part is going to be drawing those sunflowers. But I'm going to use a graphite pencil and I'm just going to wing it. Still crooked? What? Oh, don't say that. No, it can't be. Oh, I just stuck my transfers together. I forgot to push the transfer down before I added another one. Oh, I just made a mess. Is it really bad, Pam? Like really crooked? I have to get all this chalk paste off my hands because I'm going to end up getting black everywhere. Yeah, you know, it's like I counted one day, there's a 22-second delay from when I say something to when it's actually there. I don't know why. Live should be live, right? No delays. It's crazy. Yeah. Now I see it. It's going to drive me nuts. I'll put a flower right here. Okay, I am going to do the last letter. I'm going to write on the back. Oh, I already did. Perfect. Peel it off the backing sheet. So you guys won't be able to, oh, I have to dry this one because as soon as I put the transfer down, it's going to pull up the chalk paste. All right. It doesn't take very long to dry at all. Okay, so I'm just going to do the W, and then I'm going to flip it the other way because I'll be working at the top. I want to make sure that this one isn't crooked too. Just going to measure. All right. So I'll get this last one done. Oh, and that's right by the fan, so it's drying quickly. But it's so warm, I just can't be down here without the fan going. It's been a weird day. Oh, and last night the moon over the lake, oh, was incredible. Just going to close this up and scrape around the edges. Make Make sure it all gets into the jar. And put the lid on this guy. A couple little dried spots there I'm going to take off. And I'm going to put this in the water bath. All right. I'll dry this and then I'm going to flip it around. I think I might just do the flowers at the top. I think. Because this board isn't as wide as I thought it would be. Like a 10-inch board. JJ? Get up there. Sorry, my dog. 10-inch board would have been perfect. This one's only 8 inches. So I think I'm going to concentrate on the top. And if there was a way we can do this. Just going to move some stuff out of the way. There. I think that might work. So here's my three cutouts. Just going to place them on here and see what I think. I actually think that would be good. What do you think, Pam? What do you think? I think that would work. So now, this is going to be the fun part. Because I always just start with a circle. And then I do my petals from there. And this is not a very good surface to work on. Okay. So we will. So this is going to be some painting involved with this. Instead of using a squeegee, I'm going to be using a paintbrush. And I'm going to paint that in. I want to get this. I want to get the whole flower on this one, so I'm just going to line that up again. See? I'm just going to erase it. Because I can. And that's going to be covered up with chalk paste after anyways, so that's okay. All right, so we got that guy there. And we're going to put this guy right there. Okay. Good. This is going to take longer than the other stuff. Like doing this was so quick. I know. Yeah. I thought about that the other day when I was out. I was like, I should buy some really big, beautiful sunflowers, silk sunflowers. But we'll see. I can always wash this off if I don't like it. So now I have to draw these on. See, this is going to be hard because I always turn my paper when I'm drawing these. This is going to be a challenge. But we'll make it work. We will make it work. Oh, it might actually turn out better than the one that I drew on paper. Don't mind me. As long as my tongue's not sticking out while I'm doing this, we're good. I just have to stop and think, which way am I doing the petals? Because they're upside down. It's actually gonna, I think it's gonna look good. And then get some shading in there with the yellow and the brown and a little bit of white. And then the center, I'll kind of do it polka dotted a little bit just to get a little bit of texture. I think it's going to look good. I think. Okay, so we want to start that one here. So you finished all your baking for the weekend? Oops, that one didn't go well. Hey Danielle. I finished doing the chalk part. I've got all the letters on the board, and now I'm drawing on some sunflowers. And then I'm going to use a paintbrush and I'm going to chalk it in. Yeah, chocolate chips. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go again. Wow, I've never done this on such an angle. No, that one doesn't have enough of a curve on it. It's a petal. I gotta stop being so picky. That's what I do. This was the only thing that I could ever draw. I actually designed my own tattoo, and it's a sunflower. A few sunflowers. I just love them so much. All right, I'm almost done. Whoops. That wasn't the right way. Those are all done. Now for the big one. Now I wish I had. You know what? I'm going to turn this and I'm going to work this way on the big one. Nice. Then you can relax for a little bit. So are you done after Labor Day? Is that kind of when the market's over? problems with the pencil showing up. It's funny, I always get one side of the petal a certain way and the other side of the petal goes completely different. I don't know why. Almost done. See, that one is a mess. Good thing I can erase it. September 22nd. That's mine and Glenn's 35th anniversary. I was thinking about it today. I was like, how many years have we been married? Like, wait a second, it's our 35th. Just crazy. My girlfriend posted a thing the other day, and her parents just had their 69th anniversary. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. JJ, go lay down. Go. One more. Nope, two more. And then we can color this in. Okay. So, those are done. I don't know if you guys can see them. I'll bring it up a little bit closer to the camera. Kind of hard to see. So now we're going to color it in. And I'm going to use Bumblebee and white for the leaves or the petals. And I'm going to kind of blend in the white. So I'm going to use a little bit of water. I'm going to actually use my mat here to mix the colors. And I got a couple paint brushes. I think I'm going to use this one. So this is the Bumblebee. Such a pretty color. Nice and bright. I'm trying not to keep you guys so long tonight. I seem to be picking projects that take forever. Tomorrow will be a quick one. I might even go live during the day because we have dinner plans tomorrow night. Okay, so I want the consistency to be yogurt sour cream consistency. Just a little bit more water. And then I'm going to put this on my work mat. And I'm going to pick up the paint from here. So just like painting, now I probably could have outlined this with a black first, but I think I'll do that last. All right. This is going to take a while. Do you guys want to hang out and watch this, or should I just finish it and post the completed project? What do you think? It's going to take a little bit. All right. Well, if you're watching this on replay, comment hashtag replay so I know you've seen it. If you're interested in the VIP group, comment hashtag VIP and I'll get you that information. And if you'd like information on the opportunity, comment hashtag biz and I will get that information off to you. I will finish this offline. Yeah, I wish I could. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can zoom in more. Let me just double check. Let's look. Zoom. Oh, look at that. There's a zoom button. How do I move? Oh, look at that, Pam. How's that? Oh, yeah, it's going to take a bit to catch up. Need to put some water on here. How's that? So I'm definitely going to do a black outline on these guys, because otherwise you can't really see where one petal starts and the next one does. So that's what I'll do. And we do have black and white chalk markers now. They're like pens. They're really, really fine. But I haven't received my order yet. That would actually have been perfect for this. It would have been perfect. But we'll just make do. I've got a really fine tip paintbrush that I can use for that. So I just watered this down a little bit more and it seems to be going on a lot better. Much, much better. I never even thought of zooming. It's a good thing you asked. Now I know. Doing a small project, I can zoom right in. You know, if we're not learning something new every day, I don't know. Guess we're not trying hard enough. All right. Option. Yeah, make a stencil. Yeah, I never even thought of that, but I like doing things the hard way. That seems to be the way I do things. Well, I haven't heard from Glenn yet. Usually he's on his way home by now. He usually calls me at 5. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And I have my son's puppy. So she's laying on the couch and JJ's laying on the floor because he just has no patience for a 4-month-old puppy. Add a little bit more here. It's pretty funny. He just does not want to play with a puppy. So it's quite watery, like it's almost like a watercolor consistency, but I'm finding that's working the best for this. It's going on really nice. So yes, you can paint with chalk paste. I actually think it's going to look really cute. You know, you see things in your mind and your expectations of how they're going to turn out, and sometimes it just does not turn out the way you expected it. This is actually going to turn out the way I expected it, which is awesome. It's awesome. And then when I do the black, I can kind of tweak the layout of the petals. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch colors. Actually, no, I should finish off. I should finish using the chalk paste I put on the board. Never mind. Just talking to myself. I do that a lot. People will think I am crazy. Should almost have music going in the background. You have to watch Kyle's. Did you watch Kyle's second video? Oh my God, he's hilarious. He got 1,600 views on his second ever video. I couldn't believe it. That kid is going to just rock it. Pretty awesome. I don't know if you know Kyle. His mom is Teresa. From Aldergrove. You know a lot of people from there. He was on the show with me. All right, so I'm going to finish off the yellow I've got on the board here. And then I'm going to do the center of this one. And then I'll finish the rest offline just because it is taking a lot longer than I expected. Much, much longer than I expected. Okay, so I'm just going to rinse my brush. And wipe it off. I want to use some white. just going to wipe off this board too. Cover this guy up. That's a lot of chalk paste I left on there. I need to buy shares in Clorox. I use a lot of wipes. Okay. I should have had a little paint palette dish. All right, we'll talk to you later, Pam. I will post a picture when I'm done. So now I'm going to use bark for the center. And I'm just going to use a paintbrush to put that on. Use a bigger one. Okay, so I'll finish the one sunflower and then I will finish off for the night because this has been quite a long video. I thought maybe an hour, but these things do take time, especially when you're hand painting something. But at least I can use the chalk paste. So that's good. I might even just use a Sharpie, I think. It'll be a lot easier to define the petals. All right. You're still here, Lysandra. I thought you left. Hello. I haven't got much further than the last time you were here, but I did learn how to zoom in the camera to what I was working on. So that's good. That is good. And then I'm going to use some of the black chalk paste and just make dots in the brown here. Just to make it look like there's some sunflower seeds in there. Clean off the brush. I'm going to cover this up because I'm not going to use this for a little bit. So I'm going to put the lid back on. And now I'm going to get the black. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Thank you. Yeah, you can't really, it hasn't come together yet because I need to define all the petals. So I'm thinking that I might use a black Sharpie for that, just because it'll be a lot easier than doing it with a paintbrush. I should probably dry this. Are you guys at Bobby's? I wish there wasn't such a delay. It drives me crazy. All right. I have a real problem with random. I don't know why. I just need to just put the brush down and not worry about order. Because that's what I want to do. It's a terrible, terrible thing. I don't know why. I always have huge problem with doing random. Who else has that problem? Anybody? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably a little much there. Hey? Go home, watch a movie. Only me. I'm the only one that has a problem with that? There's got to be somebody else in our family. I know you probably can do random. Doesn't matter because you're artistic that way. Yeah, I guess maybe it is just me. Brian was typing. Oh, that's funny. I can hear him saying, only you, in my brain now. That's pretty funny. And he's probably laughing. Okay, it's getting there. All right. I'm going to do the outline of one. I keep saying I'm going to sign off. I think it's because it's Friday night. It's so quiet. Everybody's busy. Okay. I need my black marker. My pants are getting too big, Lysandra. See, this is coming together now. Right? Yes, it's exciting. Okay, now I'm really liking it. I just wasn't visually, because the petals weren't connected at all. Like it just looked like a blob of yellow. Now it looks like petals. Right? And then I'll do a couple of little lines in here just to give the flowers a little bit more life. I think it's going to look awesome. It just shows the versatility of the chalk paste. So for the yellow, I started with it just the same consistency that I would use for the, hey Joanne, same consistency that I would use for doing the stencil. But then I thought, why not water it down even more? Okay, have a good night, Lysandra. Love you. So I'm using the chalk paste almost like a watercolor, Joanne. And because I don't have my black chalk marker yet, I'm using a permanent marker just to give a little bit more life to the sunflower. I was only expecting to be on here for an hour max, and I don't even know how long I've been on. How long have I been on? An hour and 20 minutes so far. So I underestimated how long this would take. But doing the welcome part of the sign was really quick. It was hand drawing these sunflowers. That's what's taking the time. But it's going to look very good. I'll be happy with it. I'm sad that it's already sold. So I'm going to have to make myself another one. It was sold before I even made it. As soon as the person heard that I was doing a sunflower welcome sign. All right. So how's your Friday going, Joanne? You're back to work now? No more holidays? Jade, go lay down. Go on. Yeah, I might have to sign off as soon as I'm done this one because the puppy needs... No. Tonight, I'm going to do a little bit more